Hey, what is going on, everyone? And welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know, I'm Ronald and I unbox all sorts of nerdy, geeky, and collectible things here. But today, however, I'll be talking about something else. This is going to be a more serious video, so I hope you watch it and get a better understanding of who I am in a little sense. For those who don't know or haven't seen a video before, I have discussed that I am disabled. I do not believe I have gone into depth, what the logistics are of said disability or whatnot. But I thought I should give you guys a little bit more information regarding my disability is called and what it involves, and as well as what my nightly routine looks like every single day because of it. So with that being said, let me dive right in. So I've been disabled my whole life. I was born with an illness, not I guess a disability, but also a condition. It only affects my certain aspects of myself and scenes of that features. That's why I'm short for my age and scenes of that nature. But it hadn't really had a deep impact on me. I had acid reflux and things like that. But then about 8 years ago, I was formally diagnosed by a doctor. I was up right before the diagnosis. I was having really bad acid reflux and couldn't keep no food down and stuff like that. If you want to go in depth on what exactly happened and what led up to my hospitalization, I'll be sure to do a tell-all video in the future if you guys want to. So if you do want to know about how I almost died because of this illness or disability or condition, leave it in the comments below. But other than that, I was formally diagnosed about 8 years ago, towards the end of August. Towards the end of July / beginning of August, 8 years ago. I'm coming up on my 8 year mark of having this feeding tube in me. But I got diagnosed with something called gastroparesis, which is basically the paralyzation or the cease function of my digestive system. So when normal people eat food or drink beverages of any sort, it goes to their stomach, goes through their digestive tract and things of that nature. But for some reason, my whole system is stunted or paralyzed in a manner of speaking, and it won't break down the food properly and empty through my system properly, which has led to a lot of effects. But now, for 8 years, I'm on a feeding tube, and for probably the rest of my life, I'll be on a feeding tube. I do not consume any food through my mouth anymore. I just do formula or nutrition. I do gargle with drinks. I take a drink of soda, energy drinks, Gatorades, things of that nature. Nothing dairy though, nothing too that with a thick, viscous I cannot consume. But I'll take soda, swish it around, but I'll have to spit it out if I do too much, because if I swallow a lot, I have an adverse effect. It has an adverse effect. Sorry for stumbling, and I throw up. Sorry for the visual, but I throw up because of it and things like that. But I'll take a shot of like a drink here and there, and I'll gargle with it like mouthwash, soda, energy drinks, etc. to make sure my mouth doesn't dry out or whatnot. But typically, I have to because of it. I won't show my feeding tube right on camera today. I have shown a video of me getting my feeding tube replaced at a doctor's office, but that's the tube in general. What I have, I get it replaced every 4 months, 3 or 4 months, by a gastro doctor. But what my life consists of is I have the feeding tube, and then I take adapters, they call them, and something like this. I'll connect this in. Sorry, it won't. for some reason it won't zoom in or focus. I take that, I connect it to the feeding tube, and then it has the feeding tube goes through my stomach, is literally in my abdomen, and empties directly into my stomach. And so I take this, and then in the morning I'll flush like the resin of the formula, and to get some water in me, I'll take like 4 of these, 2 ounces or 60 mLs, 60 cc's, aka mLs of water, and pump it directly into me. I'll do that throughout the day to stay hydrated if I needed to. I do it again right before I hook up for the evening. But yeah, I do that to maintain my body, and then return, in order to maintain my weight, have all the vitamins, minerals, and nutrition I need to survive in this world, because I don't get it through foods anymore. I take one of these, is a this one is Osmolite by Abbott. It's complete balanced nutrition, 1.5 calories. Each one of these Osmolites is 355 calories for 8 ounces. It has protein, fat, carbohydrates, water, vitamin A. It has a bunch of vitamins, minerals, protein like fat, and calories basically. And then I do 4 of these of the Longevity, which is the same thing as this, but this has an added bonus of, a bunch of fiber in it to help regulate me and maintain healthiness. So I do like over 1,000 milliliters or so every night at 6 p.m. around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for California, aka California time. I take those 5 cartons and directly empty it into a kangaroo bag. 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to grab this. I empty these into here. It holds about 1,000 or so milliliters of formula. I then proceed to hook it to this, which is a Kangaroo Joey electronic. It's not battery powered. It runs on the electricity. So every morning I plug it in, charge it fully. At night I unplug it, hook it to my medical stand right by my bed and whatnot. It can last like over 24 hours or so, not plugged into the wall or electricity, source of electricity. I hook the bag to this, hook it to the stand, and it runs electronically. Like I said, it has a electronic battery, so it's powered by electricity, charged by electricity, and it manually has a conveyor belt and pumps the formula directly into me at a certain predisposed, certain amount of milliliters per hour, and I'm hooked to that around 13 hours or so, so like 6 p.m. or so to 6 a.m. It all depends on the night or how my stomach handles it or my body handles it, and I'm stuck to this machine for those 12 to 13 hours or so a night. So 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I'm not immobile. I can take this, shove it into a backpack I have, and walk around, but I'm incapacitated in the sense of, that's why I can't work a full-time job at the moment, because I have to maintain my feeding tube and my health and regulate that. But I do that every single night at 6 p.m. or so, and then at 6 a.m. at 7 a.m. I wake up, detach myself from this machine, relax for a moment, because I just consumed basically my full body weight of calories I need to maintain myself, and rest some, watch a little TV, anime stuff, and then I'll flush a bunch of more water and medicine sometimes and stuff, and that's every single day for the past 8 years. I've been doing that, and I'll be doing it every single day for the foreseeable future because of what I got diagnosed with, gastroparesis. So that's what my life consists of. I have my good days and my bad days. That's why it's very complex and complicated why I can't have a job at the moment. I would love to have a part-time job if I was given an opportunity from a fast food establishment, because that seems to be the best fit for me right now. But no luck so far because of my limited availability and hours I'm allowed to work. So, but and then most days I stay home, rest. I'll clean my room, help with dishes and other sorts my family needs of me, play games on my Switch, watch anime and such and things like that. But if I do go out, I'll run an errand with family and stuff like that. But I get exhausted easy because I can't chug a glass of water like someone like my brothers or like you probably perhaps. But that's what I've been doing for the past 8 years. It has grown. I've grown basically adjusted to this lifestyle. I want to say that I enjoy it or I have a disdain for it. I've grown. This is my reality, and I just take each day as it comes. If I have a good day, it's awesome. I'll do stuff, try to be productive. If I have a bad day, I'll rest in bed and take care of myself. But that is what my disability is. That's why I have trouble working and having a job that can help fund the channel, and that's why I turned to Amazon wishlist and my community, you guys, my subscribers, aka my community members, for help in obtaining items I can unbox for the channel, because I don't have a unlimited disposable income, unfortunately. When I do get paid by the government for being disabled, I put that towards helping my family with the bills and other necessities. I'll save some for myself, obviously, but that's why I do Amazon wishlist, so I have a means of supporting the channel without having to do Patreon monetization if I had the ability to and stuff like that. So that's why I do stuff. But that's what my disability is. So from this point forward, if I have mention any sort of my disability this, my disability that, you have a better grasp and understanding of what my disability truly entails and what my routine is. Every morning I unhook from it. It's like clockwork. Unhook every morning when I wake up. Hook up every night at 6 p.m. and go about my life as best I can. So that's all I got for this video. I just wanted to inform you guys of what my disability truly entails, what it's called, so if you want to look it up or look into it, what I have to go through and stuff, so people can get a better grasp of who I am in a sense, so you can get a better understanding of who I am when the camera's not rolling and when I'm not making videos, what I might be doing on my day-to-day basis. So that's all I got for this video. I would appreciate if you comment, like, and subscribe. I really would appreciate that. It means the world. I love interacting with people. Love being able to communicate with people from all over the world, all walks of life and such, and get to not be so sequestered or secluded. So that's all I got for this video. Stay tuned. I will be making one more video on what I have, thanks to one of my community members from my previous wish list unboxing. Have to make one more video on that, and I'll be all caught up. But thank you all for your continuous love and support. I really do appreciate it. It does make a difference in my life, and I thought you should know that. So that's all. Until my next video, be true to yourself, and I'll catch you then. Peace.